I think this might be the winning table today. They're happy. Anybody else? One person at this table say what? You can't help but clap your hands to this song. Let's go. There we go. Now we got it. This table's still going at it. I love it. Josh Debbie, I need you to do this. There you go.
Keep the trainers if you
All right. So that's one of those kind of songs that really gets stuck. Come on, you guys, you can come closer to me. I don't know. So that's one of those songs that really gets stuck in your head, has you feeling real good, clapping your hands, stomping your feet, walking around with a smile on your face, and that's what it's all about. So tonight, I want to thank you. I'm excited. I want to thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to come in and celebrate with us tonight. Tonight is really all about you, your patronage, your loyalty to our programs. So I want you to have some fun tonight. I want you to be happy, connect with some people. There are a ton of people that I need to thank, some of which are my management team. And I do use the word team because they have a ton of stuff that goes on in their departments, but they're still always willing and ready to lend a hand. So they're awesome teammates to have. The law sport staff, Dave as a manager at the law sport, Heather was helping out. So we've gotten to the point now where we just say the date, the time, maybe a couple of food tweaks that we learned from previous years, and they take care of the rest. They do a great job making sure that you guys got a great spread of food. It's healthy, it's well put together. They do that. I'd also like to thank and recognize my staff of world-class personal trainers. It always amazes me at the job that they do. The way that they're able to connect with people, the way that they're able to motivate them, inspire them, and just plain care about so many people each and every day. So it really is one of those things to have staff like this, friends like this that kind of help you guys achieve your goals. That's an awesome relationship to have. And their selflessness, in order to help other people, it really puts them in that class that's above and beyond everybody else. So I'd like to thank them as well. And then Tracy, I know you're taking pictures right now, but you need to come up here. This is your day too. We can pass that camera off to, where's Jason at? So I want to give a special thank you to Tracy. So Tracy, I could sit here probably for an hour and talk about all the things that Tracy does, but words really don't do it justice anyway. She is my right hand, she's my organizer, she's my sounding board for thoughts. She really is my action plan. If I have a thought or an idea, without her on board, it doesn't go anywhere. She's also more than that though. I can honestly say that Tracy's my friend. She's always had my back. Without her, tonight doesn't happen. Not to the level that it does right now. She's really taken the ball and run with it. She's still working with taking pictures. The success that we have in the personal training department doesn't take place without Tracy. So I want to thank her especially for all the work that she does. So thank you, Tracy. She did it? We'll find you a base. And so each year, I come up with a mantra or a theme of what I want to talk about, whether it's success or it's cultivating change, maybe it's cultivating a positive mindset. So this year I thought, how do I tie in happiness? So we started off with a smile on the face and stomping and clapping the feet. I also wanted to tie in loyalty, and how do I do something like that? Well, hopefully if you bear with me a little bit, it will start to make a little bit more clear. Ginger, don't look at me like that. You, out of everybody, I pinpointed you, and you were giving me that look, like, how's he gonna do this? Hopefully you'll see. I don't know yet. Well, we've been hosting this event now for 6 years at this level, and it always amazes me. I look around and I see a lot of the same faces. When we talk about loyalty, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Seeing a lot of the same faces over and over again, and I love to see that. Some of you that are brand new this year, I welcome you again to come next year. Those of you that have been coming for a while, I love the fact that you find that you take time out each and every year to come and help celebrate with us. So as I look out, I love to see that, and that's what to me loyalty is. You've helped us, achieve high levels of success. We've helped you achieve high levels of success, and so that loyalty, that bond, it really goes a long way. So a little history. The Client Appreciation Party, in my mind, or for me, it started when I got back from Iraq. I took some time off to serve. When I got back, I took some time off to get my mind right, to get my life reorganized. And when I was ready to come back to personal training, there was a small group of clients, of people, of friends really, that were drawn back to me for training. And I was so touched by that kind of loyalty that I thought, well, how can I repay these people? And I didn't really have much, but what I did like to do is I'd like to cook for people. So I invited them to my house, I cooked them dinner, and as they say, the rest is history, because what I saw that night was people that didn't know each other at all. Some people would train on Mondays, some on Fridays, different times of the day, didn't know anybody, and all of a sudden these connections are being made. And I would have never thought that it would have turned from a small gathering in my dining room to what it's become today. And that's done through the connecting. That's done really through the connecting. So that to me is what loyalty is all about. And I skipped right over the logistics stuff. So I'm going to backtrack, and I apologize for this, but I skipped right over it. So a few of the logistical things to get out of the way before we start the welcome speech is you should all... It happens to me every year.
I'm exhausted.
I know, me too. So you should all have a welcome packet in front of you. In that welcome packet, you should have some drink tickets, obviously, and some raffle tickets. Remember that you're keeping half of those raffle tickets. The other half goes up in these bins. You'll have some discounts on those sheets as far as personal training goes. There's some discounts for tonight only, and then there's some discounts that go online and through May 31st. There are it's a real short and sweet agenda tonight. It really is not jam-packed with a lot of stuff other than connecting with other people. So I know that we get comfortable in the group of people that we know, but I want to challenge you to meet one new person tonight and connect with that person. Tell them a success story. And that's what the name tag is all about. It kind of helps with that icebreaker. So you should all have one of those name tags as well. In that welcome packet is also a lot of our programs. Now our programs are on a continual basis. They're ongoing. But there are a couple of time-sensitive programs in there that I want to point out. One of which that starts on Monday is our Advocare 24-Day Challenge. So in a nutshell, what that is basically it is laser focused on the nutrition side to leading a healthier life. So how do we increase energy? How do we increase performance? How do we increase weight or decrease weight? Decrease fat? How do we do those things through nutritional strategies and nutritional products? That's what that 24-day challenge is all about. It starts on Monday. So if that's something that is catered more to you, go to the website, prairieathletic.com, and there's a ton more information. The other thing that you'll find in there that's a little bit more time sensitive is the Wounded Warrior, the Back to Basic Training Wounded Warrior Project. This is something I thought of on Easter, so it's very short notice. We'll see how year one goes. but it's essentially on May 31st. The event is to raise money for the Wounded Warrior Project. So I already started in on the loyalty thing. You want to talk about loyalty, these men and women go off to serve, they come back with less than what they left. So the Wounded Warrior Project helps with resources, it helps with support, it helps get these people back on track. So it's a great cause, all the proceeds go to the Wounded Warrior Project, and there's tons of ways that you can participate. You can exercise in the event on May 31st, that's always fun. You can sponsor somebody that's running the events, so you can sponsor them through your donation. You can sponsor the team, or you can just come out and watch and cheer people on. We'll have some Wounded Warriors, we'll have some guys that are double amputees that are running 3 miles that day. So we'll have those guys that you can come out and cheer. So lots of different ways that you can support the event. And again, we live in a technological age, so all of the websites will give you much more detail than if I were to print off 6 pages worth of information. So there's a couple websites on there that you want to take a look at. All right, so back to loyalty. I knew I would forget something. So on the back of your welcome packet, no, I did that on purpose. So now on the back of your welcome packet, it talks about loyalty and a decade of loyalty. And what does that mean? So loyalty, the definition anyway, so what does it mean to be loyal is faithfulness, devotion, and a strong feeling of support or allegiance to a person, country, or a cause. And I'm a real visual person. I like to use examples. So what does it mean for me in this group? What it means for me in this group is, so I know we have a lot of standing room and that was done on purpose, but if you've been in the culture, if you've been in the personal training programs for 3 or more years, can you stand up please? 3 or more years in the personal training programs, any of them, Fit Club, Boot Camp, one-on-one. So that's a lot. So we got to narrow it down a little bit. How about 5 or more years?
No, about 2 years.
Wow, that's the 7 or more.
Okay, 7.
Wow. Do we have any 10s? So we have some people standing still. 10s, raise your hands. Okay, so better than raising your hands or standing, 10 years or more, so a decade of loyalty. I want you to come up here for a second, please. And as they're making their way up, let me tell you a little story about it. So Tracy and I were trying to find out, how do we recognize people? What's a symbol for loyalty? What's a symbol for a decade? So if you guys can come right over here. What's a symbol for a decade, loyalty, 10-year anniversary, all that stuff? There's a ton of stuff out there. So what solidified it, I was at Prairie Flowers, and the lady at Prairie Flowers said, well, a yellow rose symbolizes friendship and appreciation. So I'm like, perfect. You don't get 10 years of loyalty out of somebody in a program like this without friendship or appreciation. So what I would like to present with you guys tonight is a yellow rose as a symbol of our appreciation and friendship. Thank you guys. Let's give them And so I told the story about the history of the, hold on a second, Harry and Sarah. I told the story about the history of how it started with me in my kitchen, my dining room. So Harry and Sarah were in that group that had spaghetti dinner in my dining room. Harry was the only guy. And these two have never met each other before that night. All right, so keeping on that theme, here's another stat. In the fitness industry, as a personal trainer nationwide, the attrition rate is 3 years. That's a nationwide statistic in the fitness industry as a personal trainer. 3 years. So as a show of hands, how many of you have been personal training in the fitness industry for 3 or more years? Derek, that's you. So having that kind of loyalty in this business is also awesome. It's great to have staff like that. There's one more person that I want to recognize. This person is the epitome of loyalty. This person, if you Google loyalty, you'll probably see this person's picture. They are the reason I am at where I'm at today, the reason I am who I am today. And so with 17 years of loyalty to the Prairie Athletic Club, I'd like to recognize Randy Thompson. My mentor and my friend. So Randy has been my mentor, my friend for a really long time, and what do you get an old-timer that really has it? I thought long and hard, I sent out emails, I was picking Tracy's brain, we're like, I don't know, I thought about a watch, but he's like me, we just wear these old, yeah, he gets his from the Lost and Found. I thought about dinner with his, or taking his family out for dinner and giving them a gift certificate, but he can't eat anything other than boiled chicken and sweet potatoes anyway. So I was really at a loss. But what I know he likes to do is sit in his truck between clients or when he's got a little downtime. He rests, reboot, re-energizes to books on CD, especially war books. So I got him No Easy Day so that he can rest and reboot in his truck. So I sat there and thought about how do I tie, so we talked about loyalty, I had the Pharrell song Happy playing, so how do we tie the two together? I sat and I was thinking, how do I do this? And as I was doing that, I'm looking at my dog, and other than Randy, what's more loyal? I'm going somewhere good with this. Other than Randy, who's more loyal than man's best friend, right? So my dog is 13 years old. He's a big old 110-pound shepherd. He's been riddled with cancer. He's only got one eye because of a tumor. So I don't really know how much longer I have with him, but I'm looking at him and he's just wagging his tail. He's wagging his tail, and so they can't really communicate very much with you other than to let you know that they're happy, really. And they do that by wagging their tail. So they're happy to see you, they wag their tail. You pet them, they wag their tail. You show them love, they wag their tail. So despite all of the obstacles that we have, all of the negative energy that surrounds us each and every day, all of the challenges, my thought for you guys, my challenge for you guys is to continue to wag your tail. And I know that it's sometimes easier said than done. I get it. There's been times where I would rather just put my tail between my legs and run. But hopefully after tonight, you're going to be able to have more of a refreshed outlook on what it takes to be happy. I'm even going to share with you a couple of quick hitters. You can put them in your back pocket, put them in the back of your mind. Pull them out when it's necessary, when the times are tough and you feel like you need a refresher on what it takes to get that tail wagging again. So on the back of your sheet, some of the quick hitters. One of them is smile more. So the power of a smile is contagious. Smile more and watch how happiness spreads. And if you've never tried this, I swear it works. I do it all the time. People think I'm crazy. Walk around at your job or through the halls of the Prairie Athletic Club, at the mall even, big old smile on your face. For no reason whatsoever, the biggest smile you can muster. Watch how that changes your mood. Watch how it changes the mood of the people around you. You will see them start smiling. Their mood will change. Their mood will lighten up. So do that and see how the power of a smile can be contagious. Sometimes I wonder, like, what am I on? What is that guy? Does he put Kahlua in his coffee in the morning or what? But it changes moods. Find your peeps. So happy people hang out with other happy people. Find people that lift you up to a new level, not bring you down to their level. Okay? Stay optimistic. So no matter what the challenge is, what the obstacle is, embrace it as a learning experience. Be that glass is half full person, or that person that's trying to find that silver lining. Yeah, your glass is not. You don't get any more glasses, I'll tell you what.
I want one more green ticket, come on.
So the next one is to give more. So remember the adage that it's better to give than to receive? Happy people are giving people, and they're more satisfied out of life. Gratitude. So gratitude is part of being a happy person. Happy people feel it, they appreciate small things and other people, and remember that life is a gift, and so are the good things that happen in it. Forgive more. So people who are willing to forgive others are happy people. Forgiveness prevents bitterness or feelings of resentment. So be quick to forgive and you'll live a happier life. Invest. Happy people develop intimacy and growth in relationships. They invest in people and are willing to examine themselves and grow within those relationships. So determine what makes you happy. What are the things in life that put a smile on your face, a skip in your step, a little swagger in your walk? So what are the things that when you think about them right now, it gets you to wag your tail a little bit? Gravitate to those things. Get a healthy dose of those things in your life each and every day. So tonight I want everybody again to have a little refreshed outlook on what it takes to be happy. And then I want you to also think about one simple message tonight, and that is to wag your tail. And if that means telling it to your coworkers, your friends, your family, your children, who knows? Maybe you guys will make a joke out of it. Maybe it'll be something that will get a smile out of your face, a spring in your step. Maybe it'll start spreading happiness throughout your house, throughout your workplace. So keep that in mind as you connect with people tonight and into the next few days. So I have started a tradition over the years of toasting at the end. And so I want, if you have a drink in front of you, if you don't, raising your hand is all good, or an empty glass, that still works. So to another year of health and true happiness. Cheers.
Here's to the suntan booth.
If you haven't gotten your tickets up here yet, bring them up in about 45 minutes or so. Grab some food, connect with people. We'll be doing some drawings here in a little bit.